Get ready with me while I give you unsolicited advice on a plethora of things with little to no explanation. I hope you are getting your beauty maintenance done for yourself, because if you're doing it to flex on people, there are two reactions you're going to get. Number one, they just wouldn't care. They might see it, appreciate it, but it's not going to affect them. The other reaction you're going to get is gossip, and is that what you're looking for? Like trying to flex on people. You know, I feel like a beauty blender just pushes everything in and stop putting yourself in self-sabotaging situations. You already know how the outcome is going to be. You already know it's not going to end well, but you still want to put yourself there. Why? So people call it doing it for the plots. What plots? What plots? The plot is you getting hurt. The plot is you finding out. There are better things and other things to use your time to do. Put on sunscreen. This is also a note to self. I literally had to get a concealer and not get moisturizer so that I will feel forced to put on sunscreen, because what else would I use to moisturize my skin? If it doesn't involve you getting smarter, hotter, or richer, why are you paying attention to it? This doesn't just go for activities or things you might do in your free time. This goes for people too. I feel like my light is changing. Cook more. A lot of people trying to act like cooking is some magical thing that few people do, or that if you do it, you have all the time in the world. People who try to cook at least once a day or have at least one home cooked meal, they don't always have all the time in the world. They just prioritize it. You haven't prioritized it, that's why you're not cooking enough. And that's why your tummy is messed up. That's why you're always bloated. That's why you always have tummy issues. That's why you always have gut issues. That's why you're always feeling anxious, because a lot of these emotions stem from your gut health. It's a survival skill. Let's not try and act like it's not that. And on that note, stop trying to shame people who cook or care about their body. It's quite obvious that you're projecting. People will literally try to like shame me. In my head, I'm like, I should be the one shaming you, but here you are shaming me. Make it make sense. And then the funny thing, they would shame you, make fun of you, etc. Then turn around and start doing the exact thing you're doing or ask you how you did it. Shocker. Don't let anyone bully you into not talking about your personal experiences. I've seen people who will go through really nasty things at the hands of friends, etc. And said friend or said person who bullied them would literally still have a hold on them. Like they will literally be bullied into not talking about that thing or not feeling confident enough to share that thing. You went through something. This person put you through, said something. Why aren't we letting the shame go to them? Like, why are you harboring and holding on to the shame when it clearly belongs to that person? I have different friend groups. I remember one time I made a comment to somebody and I was like,
all my friends have jobs, I'm going to get one soon. All my friends are doing internships and I'm going to get one soon.
That's just basically how the whole association thing works with friendship and honestly life. That person was like,
all your friends?
And I was like, no, you don't know all my friends. That's because I have different, I wouldn't say friend groups, but I think that's just the best way to put it. And that is honestly such an amazing thing. People have literally told me that, oh, you know, Soma, when you walk in the corridor and the hostel, you're cheesing with everyone. Obviously not everyone, but like you're cheesing with people. And I'm like, yeah, I do cheese with people. I do smile with people. Because there's no benefit of knowing a good amount of people. If anything, you have a lot to gain and nothing to lose. If you haven't read How to Influence and Influence People, I highly recommend that book. I mean, normally I'm a friend's friend. Like I know a good amount. I always make sure that I know a good amount of people. I always have somebody to call, somebody to reference, somebody to something. But that book puts into perspective how important it is to actually be a people's people. Just be in good terms with a lot of people, as long as you can, control it. You can control a lot of things. If I need something, I need some information, some directions, anything, I know who to call. And it's not even like as if I even intentionally built this. I don't think it was like intentional. I think it's just something that naturally comes to me. When I go to the kitchen, I say hi to the person there. If I see you like 2 or 3 times, maybe in a particular day or 2 times in a row, I most likely say hi to you. I'll compliment you. That's something that some people don't have naturally, which if you don't, I would honestly advise you cultivate it. But I promise you, there is no downside to that. People will try and like pick on it and be like, oh, you know so many people. It's not a bad thing, I promise you. It's such a highly advantageous place to be at, because there's honestly nothing that you need that you don't have a plug for, or at least have some help with. And not just to use them, obviously, you should also be interested in them, because people can smell that. If you go in with that intention, people will sniff you out and you'll be back to square one. It's okay to feel jealous. This is my hot take. Jealousy is an emotion just like anger, happiness. I don't believe that there is a negative emotion. I believe they're just emotions and what you do with them. If you're happy, do you dwell on it, or do you start thinking of the next bad thing that's going to happen to you? If you're sad, do you dwell on it, or do you start looking for ways to improve your situation? Just like jealousy is just a way of your subconscious or your inner being or your mind or your heart telling you that, okay, I see this, I want it, and I wish it was me. That's literally what jealousy is. You see something that you like and something that you want, and your body and your brain is telling you, yeah, I want that. When you feel it, acknowledge it.
I feel a little bit jealous.
right? Like,
I wish I was me.
don't dwell on it. Accept it for what it is. Consciously decide, okay, this person has set thing. I want set thing. How am I going to get set thing? You can write on a plan. I think that should even motivate you to even go harder at whatever thing it is that that person has that you want. Because dwelling on it is not productive. You're just going to ruin your self-image and whatever relationship you already have with that person. And it's going to affect you because it's not going to affect like that person didn't do anything. It's okay to feel like a teeny tiny pang of jealousy. It's normal. It's normal. It's a human emotion. It's normal. Just don't dwell on it. Acknowledge it. Decide what you can do to move forward to get whatever setting that you're jealous of, whatever setting that you want. Because that's just your mind telling you that this is what I want. Like, I want this thing. And once you acknowledge that I want this thing, the next step is to, okay, how can I get setting? Not for you to start moving like a weird. Well, let me call you a human being at this point. How people take care of their stuff is a surefire way for you to know how they're going to take care of yours. This is a hill I'm willing to climb. Put a poll on. It's just too obvious. And if you think I'm joking, just give them your thing first. You see how people treat their things, that's how they're going to treat yours. It's now up to you to decide, do you want your things to be treated that way? Hold people to their word. This is something that I also somehow struggle with. Maybe somebody has said they're going to do something for me. Time comes for them to do it and they start lacking, and I'm like, maybe I should just like let it go. No, don't let it go. If you know that deep down, letting this thing go is going to make your inside crawl up. Just hold them to their word and get whatever it is that they said they were going to do. I'll make them do whatever it is that they said they were going to do. I feel like my makeup is so fast. Like, I don't think I've been here for 10 minutes. I'm even looking for what to say at this point because I'm literally done. Oh, for my lips, how could I forget? That work, no reaction. The eyes really look, and I don't want to focus on my lips too much. People often get under the whole comparison thing. I'm not here to judge you because I also compare myself to what people are doing, what people my age are doing, what people older than me are doing, what people younger than me are doing. Like, I always think about that too. But comparison truly is the thief of joy. The thing I've been doing recently to reduce the time I spend in comparison land is actually working on what I can control. You can't control that other person's reality. So what can I control? Newsflash, my reality. Another thing is just not consuming too much. When you consume too much, that's when all these things happen. When you consume too much content from other people. I'm not saying you should not consume because you have to actually consume to be able to wish people happy birthday, congratulations, and just like celebrate with people, obviously. But overconsumption of anything is a bad thing. And when you start consuming too much, comparison land sends their tray to take you. I think that's all I have to say. That's all I have to say. All this wisdom is over. There's another category that I kind of left last, mostly because I don't really have anything to say. Boys. That was refreshing. On my face dries, let me give you like a rapid fire thing of what I think happens with them. Whatever belief system you have, stand by it. And I hope that your belief system is not created by what like the world is telling you.
Oh, you know, there are no guys that are going to do this.
That's a lie. The only thing that I have noticed from having like a particular standard and like not accepting less than that is that your options are less, which in my opinion is not a bad thing. Who said I wanted to date 50 guys? Like, I don't even have that time and I don't want to make that time. I don't think there's anything wrong in having set standards and saying, yeah, this is what I want, this is what I stand for. If you don't stand for it, cool baby. But like, you and I just cannot be together. Block them. People like to demonize blocking. I don't think the block button is a bad button. I think that button is actually a button that is there for good. Whenever you block somebody, I assume you're blocking them for your peace. And people like to spin the whole narrative and be like, oh, you know, it's because you care. If you block them, I want them to see me prosper. Why do people feel comfortable with allowing people who don't like you to actively monitor you? That man you met at that event, that is married with 3 children, that is trying to sleep with you, that you refuse to block because he might help your career. He's not going to help your career. He's not going to help your career. And even if he says he wants to help it, it's going to come at a price because he already laid out the price for you in the beginning. You didn't take it. So what makes you think 10 years from now is going to become an angel of God and help you for the free? You people are so delusional, please. Just block him. Block him. There are other men that will help you. There are other, if I forget men, there are other people, men and women that will help you in your career advancement, in your content, in your business. This one that wants to sleep with you is not going to help you. I promise he's not going to help you. He won't help you. You can sign up to block, but if you are saying that, oh, I don't want to block or I don't want to delete because he will help, he won't help you. And just tell you now, he will not help you. These are all my advice. Hope you like this video. And yeah, I look cute. I did my eyes today. I'm just a pro at this thing because I don't even try. I need to be at a function. You get me? Because all of this for me alone to see, just to wipe it off at night, doesn't sit well with me.